All right. Here I am coming to you again with this important subject of identity. It is important for people to understand their true identities and what it is that they're called to do in order to experience fulfillment in life. In fact, I think there's a void there that God put within our hearts, that we would long for greater fulfillment in order to discover who we are and what we're all about. It's important to understand, just as it says in Proverbs chapter number 23, verse number 7, that as a man, thinks in his heart, so is he. The beliefs that you have, that you maintain in your heart concerning yourself, are of utmost importance. It's not so important, as so many seem to seek after, what others think about them. You know, people are going to have their opinions. They're going to think what they want to think. But it is of utmost importance that you understand what God thinks about you and actually what you think about yourself. You know, all of us experience negative things in life, and that happens day in and day out. Well, what is it that helps us to navigate through all of these negative circumstances and believe that things are actually going to turn out for our good? Well, a part of that is the belief system that we have established within our hearts. And the more that we meditate on something, the more that we give credence to thoughts that we entertain within our minds, the more that it becomes a part of us. And once those thoughts or considerations are settled within our hearts, they actually become a part of our belief system, and it establishes our life's values. Well, you know, in trying to make decisions from day to day, that's all predicated on what we believe. It's based upon our perspective, and our perspective is developed by our belief system and how we perceive things. You know, it's like that old adage of, is the glass half empty or is it half full? We have to understand that how we see things determines how things are actually going to develop within our lives. Those things become our reality. The things that we meditate on, the things that we hold dear to, become our reality. And have you ever discovered the fact that there are things that we may have believed in the past that we no longer believe because we found that they really aren't true? So in other words, we were believing a lie up until the time that we discovered the actual truth. And life is full of making decisions. It's full of us, it's sort of like computer software. And how it's said that, well, garbage in, garbage out. We do have to protect what we allow into our hearts. Why? Again, because the Bible says that as we believe in our heart, so are we. You know, it's important for us to understand what God believes about us, number one, and number two, what we believe concerning ourselves. Have you ever had someone tell you that you're stupid, that you don't know anything, and that you'll never amount to anything? Has anyone ever told you that you're a failure and that you will never experience success? Well, there are a number of things that people can say, a number of negative things, bad things, that tend to affect us. I think about that old saying. We used to say it when we were kids: sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But the truth is, if we give credence to the names that people call us, eventually they will hurt us. In fact, there are so many people that need various forms and degrees of inner healing, and it comes as a result of things that they have personalized of thoughts and negative things that have happened to them. They've taken them upon themselves and within themselves, and now we discover that that those things are so deep-seated, they're actually at the core of our being, and people need to be healed from all of those negative thoughts that have bombarded them and actually become a part of them. Well, again, in this series, as it is unfolding, we're going to touch on a number of key elements, a number of truths that will help people be set free from all of the negative that they have experienced in their lives. We have to believe this, that God is going to cause all things that happen to us to turn out for our good. All things, we know this, that all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And that means that God's hand is at work all the time, looking to turn things around for us. But in order to do that, we have to believe that he is at work, and that and have a desire ourselves to want to change. Well, till next time, this is some food for thought. See you then.